If you're watching this video, chances are you have at least once in your life spent a fortune at an expensive restaurant. It could be anything from a $500 steak to an all-out expensive dinner or date. However, some of the restaurants on this list are absurdly expensive, making you question the purpose of life itself. The idea of recreation varies from person to person. While for some it's video games, or time outdoors, or spending time with friends and family, others live for good quality food and exciting new cuisines. In this video, we've compiled a list of 10 of the most expensive restaurants in the world. But what is it that makes these restaurants so pricey? And how do they manage to get enough customers every single day? Let's get started. Number 10, Ithaa Undersea, Maldives. Ithaa Undersea is the world's first underwater restaurant and is located on Rengali Island in the Maldives. You'll pay around $320 per person to dine at this restaurant, but in exchange, you'll be eating 5 meters beneath the Indian Ocean, with breathtaking views of the aquatic life and coral gardens. The restaurant seats up to 14 people and offers a variety of fine dining experiences, supper menus, and beverages. As a guest, you can expect a 4-course lunch or a 6-course dinner with a mostly European flavor paired with some of the world's top wines. Marco Amarone, an Italian-born chef, runs the restaurant. To make a reservation, you must be staying at Conrad Rengali, the island's major 5-star resort. Number 9. Aragawa, Tokyo, Japan. Aragawa is the next stop, and it's located in the basement of an old office building in Tokyo. Expect to pay between $260 and $370 USD per head. Unlike many other high-end restaurants, Aragawa serves an a la carte menu rather than a tasting menu. This means that the ultimate cost of the lunch is entirely up to you, but it normally ranges, as we said, between about $260 and $370 per person. The restaurant is most known for its exquisite beef dishes, such as Kobe and Wagyu. All of their beef has been reared in the greatest circumstances and has undergone special care before slaughter, which is why it tastes so excellent. To get the ultimate beef experience, you'll need to spend some serious money. However, keep in mind that you're only paying for the quality here, not the eating experience, so the food should be amazing and well worth the wait. Number 8. Kitcho Arashiyama, Tokyo, Japan. In a way, Kitcho Arashiyama is the world's second most expensive restaurant, where you'll be expected to pay between about $370 and $570. There are currently 6 restaurants in Japan, but the one in Tokyo is regarded as the greatest with 3 Michelin stars. Kitcho Arashiyama is different from the other locations described because it has a 10-course tasting menu with some of the best foods in the world. In addition, unlike Aragawa, Kitcho Arashiyama is well known for its exquisite decoration and surroundings. The restaurant is designed in the style of a tea house, with tatami mats and modest tables overlooking gorgeous grounds. As you might expect from a 3-star Michelin restaurant, the presentation and timing of each meal are planned with great care, and the current head chef, Kunio Takuoka, will only accept the best. Also, the menu at this restaurant changes seasonally, so keep that in mind when making your reservation. Number 7. Guy Savoy, Paris, France. With one location in Las Vegas and one in Paris, France, you can expect to pay between $385 and $626 per person. Despite the fact that both restaurants have received numerous Michelin stars, we opted to focus on the French restaurant because it is the flagship. The restaurant has a 13-course tasting menu that costs roughly $626 without beverages and focuses largely on meat. Expect marinated duck, a lobster festival, roasted pigeon, oyster concassé, monkfish, aubergine caviar, and sautéed cèpes. Guy Savoy is the guy who trained Gordon Ramsay and owns 4 popular restaurants in France. So, it's a fairly safe bet that you won't be disappointed if you dine at one of his restaurants or any of the others he owns. Number 6. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville, Crissier, Switzerland. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville is ranked 6th on our list of the world's most costly restaurants, where the cost per head comes down to about $415. If you have the cash and are willing to pay $415 per person, you can expect an 11-course tasting menu that includes filet of lamb, mussels with saffron, scarlet tomato, pulp, pip consommé with imperial Osetra caviar, Salers beef grilled with wild pepper, cristallines de charlotte, and young, fresh salad leaves. Your meal may be paired with a bottle of wine from their 40-page wine list. The restaurant boasts 3 Michelin stars and is directed by famous chef Frank Giovanni, who strives to provide customers with an exceptional dining experience. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville was named one of the top restaurants of 2019. Number 5. Maison Peak Valence, Paris, France. Sophie Peak now leads this generational restaurant, carrying on the family business, and she's one of just a few female chefs in the world to oversee a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Here, expect to pay about $425 per person. A 9-course feast will be served, which will include Mediterranean rouget in a saffron broth, Bannon goat cheese bourlingot, deer marinated in sake lis squab, candied turnips, and some of the best chocolate desserts you'll ever taste. Sophie is known for her creative approach to cooking, using odd flavors to create meals that are both visually beautiful and flavorful. The restaurant is celebrating its 130th birthday, and your 9-course dinner will be served in beautiful Mediterranean gardens. Number 4. Masa, United States of America. This New York City restaurant, led by Chef Masa Takayama, will set you back around $595 per person, excluding beverages and taxes. The restaurant is noted for its simplicity, with a modest sushi tasting menu that focuses on key flavors. Masa does not have a menu. Instead, chefs produce fresh items that are only accessible on that day. It's typically seen as pricey and more of a hangout for A-listers and celebrities. If you have the money to spend and want to try some of the greatest sushi in the world, make a reservation, which is now 4 weeks in advance, and see who you can bump into. Number 3. Ultraviolet, Shanghai, China. Ultraviolet is one of the most expensive and exclusive restaurants in the world. It costs between about $570 and $900 per person without drinks and taxes. This restaurant varies from the others on the list in that there is just one table that can seat a maximum of 10 people. For $900, you can expect to experience 10 to 20 sample dishes, each highlighting a different component and presented in the most creative ways. The restaurant strives to give the customer an all-around experience, appealing to all of the human senses in addition to food. For example, you may use audio and visual effects that play in the background as you eat. Paul Perret oversees the kitchen, and the restaurant has the highest employee-to-patron ratio in town, with 3 employees to every guest. The restaurant also has 3 Michelin stars. Number 2. Per Se, New York City, United States. Per Se in New York is the second most expensive restaurant in the world. It costs a whopping $685 per person to eat there. Per Se, Thomas Keller's second 3-star Michelin restaurant, opened its doors to the public in 2004. Per Se is most renowned for its excellent flavors and very delicate appearance. It has 3 tasting menus to choose from, including a vegetarian one. But the 9-course tasting menu, which focuses mostly on French and American cuisine, is the most popular among guests. The restaurant boasts 19 tables with views of Columbus Circle and Central Park. And if you like wine, you'll be happy to hear that the restaurant has an award-winning collection of over 2,000 bottles to pick from. Number 1. Sublimotion, Ibiza, Spain. Sublimotion is the world's most expensive restaurant at a staggering $2,380 per person. Yes, you heard that correctly. Sublimation costs over $2,000 per person for a 20-course tasting menu. Paco Rincero, Michelin 2-star chef, runs the restaurant, which is only open for a few months a year during the Spanish summer, from June 1st to September 30th. If you can get a table during the summer season, you can anticipate an entirely new level of eating and entertainment. A team of 25 specialists will wait on you and offer your 20-course tasting menu one by one over the course of 3 hours. While you're enjoying your cuisine, you'll see laser light displays, virtual reality components, and projection mapping to further improve your experience. The restaurant strives to provide the greatest culinary entertainment experience in the world, and in 2014, it received the Best Innovation in Food and Beverage award. When you make a reservation, you'll be given an edible ticket, but as enticing as it seems, eat it once you get in, not before. So there you have it, the top 10 most expensive restaurants in the world. If you enjoy fine dining, then spending money at some of the world's most costly restaurants should be well worth it. However, if you don't care for caviar or oysters, you could save your money and spend it on something else. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, click the bell for notifications, and we will see you in the next video.